Alright, so here we are. We're gonna review Royal Rumble 2022 that happened earlier. Let's see if I can adjust my microphone just right. And yeah, okay. That happened today, which is Sunday here in the Philippines, so the timing is inconspicuous. But I'm not here to talk about the timing. I'm here to talk about the matches and what I think about the whole pay per view itself. Okay, so Royal Rumble opened up with Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. I am on Team Rollins for this match, and I firmly believe that Seth Rollins is going to walk out as the new Universal Championship due to the reports that Seth was booked to win the WWE title at day one, though he got replaced by Brock Lesnar. So, yeah. Apparently, this match was good. Seth played the mind games here. And what I mean by mind games is he brought back Shield Seth Rollins. And my initial thinking is, since I was on board as team Seth Rollins, is that Seth is going to defeat Roman with the dirty deeds. So I assume that Seth would bring some throwback moves in tribute to the Shield, and we get the Shield bomb like that, and we got the Seth Rollins jumping like a jumping bean, delivering suicide dives to Roman Reigns. Seth was all over Roman this match, although it got to the pace that Roman wanted, a slow methodical pace. I think Seth dominated most of the match. So the match ended in a disqualification, which is a pretty shitty finish. Seth didn't even got to hit the dirty deeds. I really assumed that that Seth is going to do that. And even though I was correct with my prediction, Seth will win, he wasn't the Universal Champion. Although the philosophy of the match, the storytelling was spot on. Roman did the exact same spot Seth did when he betrayed the Shield with a steel chair on the back. Roman was shouting while he refused to let go of Seth Rollins in the Kirikuda in the guillotine. Kirikuda in the guillotine that Seth made me him not to let go. Not to let go of the shield. Seth made him not to let go of the shield of the past. And then when I think about this match is somewhat of, if Roman wins the rematch, it is going to bury the shield side of Roman Reigns. I think this is a battle of Roman Reigns' more inner self. And I've seen in Twitter that Roman becoming unhinged, it's going to be the end of Roman Reigns. I think it's just going to be further proof of what to become of Roman Reigns once we get through the night. Second match, the Women's Royal Rumble. So, I had on my video, it was Bianca Belair or Paige. Then I saw some reports that Ronda Rousey is coming back. And yeah, I commented on my prediction video that if Ronda Rousey comes back, yeah, then it's Ronda. And it is Ronda. However, there are some sussy booking in this match. Sasha, despite coming back from an injury, they let her become number one. The number one spot is for the Iron Woman. Okay? And she wasn't even the Iron Woman. I think she was eliminated pretty early. Number two, Michelle McCool doesn't have the right to stay that long. If they want to have Michelle McCool and Mickey James had that face off, that spot where Mickey James hardcore country Mickey James eliminate Michelle McCool, it hasn't to be that way deep into the Rumble. Number 3, you had your SmackDown Women's Champion and your Impact Knockouts Champion in the match. Why not have them face off? I would rather book Mickie James and Charlotte at number 1 and number 2, or vice versa. Either one of them is fine. It's the same spot, and have them show up their titles, and that I think that would be a better beginning of the Rumble match. What else am I gonna have to talk about? Okay, that I believe that's my third point. I rather have there was no face off between the Impact and SmackDown Women's Champions. Number 4, it's not the Impact Women's Champion, it's the Impact Knockouts Champion. Get that graphic right. But respect to them for acknowledging the Impact promotion. But yeah, get the naming right. And you will have a good relationship all the way. Number 5, the lack of NXT. In my booking, I posted on my Facebook what I think should be the match order. I think it should have been Sonya Deville and Naomi at number 1 and number 2. And then there should be NXT involvement, Sonya recruiting Toxic Attraction to fend up Naomi. What we got here is Sonya eliminating Cameron, which is a former Funkadactyl, and then Naomi eliminates Sonya. The pacing was bad on that. I still don't know why they are still feuding. Yeah. Number 5, Charlotte dominated the Rumble again with that stupid big boot. And I think every time someone had a moment, Charlotte just big boots the competitor and do her taunting or something. Number 6, Mighty Molly was did dirty. I think they could have done more with Nikki ASH and Mighty Molly instead of ASH ambushing Mighty Molly in the ramp. So a lot of flaws in this Women's Royal Rumble. Number 7, we didn't have Shayna and Ronda squaring off or teaming up. Thanks WWE. They just smiled at each other. I mean, I'm in for a Ronda return, so I really said that if it's Ronda, then it's Ronda. But man, you had Shayna, and the two didn't team up. Who's booking this? Who made the pacing of this Women's Royal Rumble match? Huh? Number 8 problem, Bianca Belair, even though she lasted that long, I think she was number 8, didn't do shit. She only eliminated one person. Way to go! If you're establishing Bianca versus Becky, that's how you do it. And I think, with the reports if the reports are true, I think it's going to be the wrong match. It's gonna be Charlotte versus Ronda. They're saying for WrestleMania. It's said. Another nitpicks here. No Bailey, no Trish. Even though they posted on Twitter, they were resting. This Women's Royal Rumble predictable. Next match, I believe, is the Raw Women's Championship. I didn't care about that match. Suck out the energy. And for me, the mixed tag team match should have been the one that is going to follow after the Royal Rumble match. Because I don't care about that match. Okay, Bex win. She defeats Doudrop. Okay, let's move on to the WWE Championship. Now, the finish that I had for the Universal Championship, when I said that Seth was going to win against Roman because I thought Brock would interfere, it was put on the situation where Bobby beats Brock because Roman would interfere. And a lot of the predictability of the Royal Rumble match hangs into this match. Because if Roman retained, what about Brock? So is Brock dropping the title? Turns out he did. The match was good. It's not match of the night. It was pretty short, to be honest. I like the Hurt Lock spot. I like how I hate the rep bump again with the F5. F5 equals rep bump. LOL. And yeah, the betrayal. I didn't see the betrayal of Paul Heyman. So props to that. I think the setup on this match made the Rumble match too predictable. Because if Roman won the title earlier that night, or lose the title earlier that night, he would still be in the Royal Rumble. But since he's a big enough heel, he could just lose it. But now we sacrifice a Brock title reign for Bobby, so Brock can win the Royal Rumble match and face up Roman. So let's go to the Royal Rumble match. Men's Royal Rumble match. Nitpicks, where the hell is Finn Balor? I thought he declared himself in the match, so why was he not in the match? Number 2, Corey Graves, who got cleared medically. Medically cleared, Corey Graves, where is he? Number 3, Brock won in like 2 minutes. There's no epic showdown between him and McIntyre. Number 4, AJ Styles, the one that I betted for, got eliminated by Madcap Moss of all people. Number 5, he got Bad Bunny in the Rumble, but he didn't meet up with Damian Priest. John Knoxville's spot was good. Number 6, okay, who botched the spot? Was it Kofi Kingston or was it Kevin Owens? I think it was Kevin Owens. I think he threw Kofi so strong that Kofi failed to react strong. So, Kevin with his strong action led to a strong reaction from the Force. So Kofi botched the land that Kofi missed his spot. I think Kevin is the one who botched and not Kofi. So yeah. And then I lost count on my nitpicks. Big E got thrown out unceremoniously even though he was WWE champion for like 3 weeks ago. They teased a Dominic Rey Mysterio turning against each other, but they didn't meet up in the Royal Rumble. Omos is Great Khali without the charisma. Yeah, I think the outcome of the WWE title made this Royal Rumble too predictable, and I foresee one. Oh yeah, earlier before the Rumble match, it was Beth Phoenix versus and Edge defeating Miz and Maurice. Okay, continuing on with the Royal Rumble. So this Rumble pay-per-view is, I think, one of the bad ones, the most predictable ones. I think it ranks with 2014, 2015, 2011. 2012 as one of the bad Royal Rumbles. We can also put 1995 Royal Rumble. So yeah, this Rumble was so predictable. When the news got out that Ronda was returning, predictable. When we saw the setup in the WWE Championship match, Brock is entering the Rumble, predictable. You know what helps even further? There were delays. So after Brock, there was the Edge and Beth Phoenix match, and it was so long than it deserved to be, because they were giving time for Brock to rest up. And after the Beth Phoenix Edge match against Miz and Maurice, there's another promo promoting a veteran. All respect to him, but these two segments and segments are buying time for Brock to recuperate and become the number 30th entrant in the Rumble. Yeah. And for me, I didn't think Brock needed the Rumble. I didn't think Brock needed the Rumble win. I think it's better for Brock to get through the chamber, to get to Roman, than for Brock sacrificing a potential Rumble win from any of the superstars and just to challenge Roman, which is fairly obvious. Now, who's gonna face Bobby Lashley? I think the biggest case here is AJ Styles. He was number one. He did the HBK sexy pose. He also had a T-shirt outfitted the same way as Shawn Michaels, trimmed down on the sides. And yeah, my bet was HBK, and I mean AJ Styles, and he was put into number one. So the minute that I realized AJ Styles is number one, we're not getting AJ Styles victory here. And if you think about it, I think they're also leaning towards an AJ Styles Edge match at WrestleMania. So that's a thing. So I don't know who will face Bubbles for the championship. Maybe KO or Seth. It's not gonna be Big E. He got drafted to Raw. To SmackDown. It's going to be the thing. Oh yeah, and there's no Veer Mahan in the Royal Rumble. My take is Veer Mahan's gonna debut on the Raw after Mania. So yeah, Royal Rumble 2022, a dazzling 2 out of 5 because of being one of the most predictable pay-per-view outcomes ever, or premium live event ever. And if I'm going to prolong this video any further, let's talk about the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. I don't know why WWE, out of the Arabian countries that they have to deal with Saudi Arabia. Can't they deal with Qatar? Cannot they deal with the United Arab Emirates? Those two countries are much better than Saudi Arabia. I don't know why. Road to WrestleMania is being very, very clear because of the rumors. And part of it ruined the Royal Rumble as well. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. This is me signing up. Goodbye.